Kanha is located in the Michael range of the Satpura in the Mandla and Balaghat district of Madhya Pradesh.
Nothing quite prepares you for it. Their curiosity, their confidence. On the 27th of December 2018, some very special guests alighted at the Mocha village in Madhya Pradesh. And as they check into their rooms after a long journey, they let us know where they have arrived.
तो आप लोगों को पता है आप लोग कहाँ पर आए हो? क्या नाम है टाइगर रिजर्व का? कान्हा। वाह, वेरी गुड।
Spanning over 2,000 square kilometers in the state of Madhya Pradesh, the Kanha Tiger Reserve is a rich, thriving ecosystem, home to a diverse array of wildlife. It also happens to be one of the most popular safari destinations in the country, attracting visitors from all over the world.
कुल मिला के 40 ब्लाइंड बच्चे आए हैं, उनमें से 19 बच्चे टोटली ब्लाइंड है एंड 21 बच्चे पार्शली साइड है. बट पार्शली साइड होके भी बच्चे को उनको थोड़ा दिख रहा है, नैरो विजन है या तो साइड विजन है.
The foundation of this awareness camp for visually impaired students actually took place last year when this first of its kind camp was organized.
24 visually impaired children from Jabalpur had come to Kanha. We were actually in the beginning very nervous because we did not know how to work with visually impaired children. We did not have the required materials to work with them. But when the children came to the forest, we realized it was super easy and something that was so revelatory and actually quite mind-blowing.
So how does one go about conducting such a camp and make it rewarding for these amazing students? A key component are the volunteers.
So inside the forest we have to guide them in a pretty unique way. Since they won't be able to see, we have to rely mostly on sounds and the sense of make them feel the stuff around them.
Besides student volunteers, the Kanha Forest Department also partnered with organizations involved in conservation and outreach programs, as well as hotels and lodges for resource assistance.
I have done earlier camps with the local village kids also, and this is much more interactive than the village kids. Yeah. Very interactive because maybe because these guys cannot see properly and they are dependent, but the interaction is too much and their enthusiasm for the nature is just outstanding.
As the morning dawned bright and early, the students were first taken for a classroom session where they would have a unique learning experience.
मध्य प्रदेश का नाम मध्य क्यों है? पूरे भारत के मध्य में है, तो आप एकदम भारत के बीचों बीच हो. अभी आप उत्तर से दक्षिण जाओ या पूरब से पश्चिम जाओ, बीचों बीच आता है हमारा मध्य प्रदेश और उसी में है ये कान्हा टाइगर रिजर्व या कान्हा नेशनल पार्क. दिसंबर और जनवरी का महीना है, इसमें हमारे यहाँ पे बहुत ठंड गिरती है. तो जैसे मई आता है तो मुंबई से ज्यादा गर्मी भी होती है हमारे यहाँ पे. हमारे यहाँ पे पता है अभी फिलहाल टेम्परेचर जो है 8 डिग्री 9 डिग्री सेल्सियस चल रहा है, पर कभी कभी यहाँ पे 1 डिग्री 2 डिग्री तक भी चला जाता है.
Once introduced to the jungle, the children are then taken on a sensory journey as they are exposed to its sounds, first with the bird calls.
और सुनो ये bird ना कुछ कह रही है. ये चिल्ला रही है. Crazy bird.
And then they were told about the animal calls of the jungle. Post the classroom session, the children then proceeded for a tasty lunch to charge up for the next exciting activity. Carefully guided by the forest department personnel, teachers and the volunteers for the program, the students were led to undertake a small trail in the forest nearby to experience nature firsthand. The volunteers acquainted the students with how the texture of the bark and leaves could help them identify different tree species such as the maua, sal, tendu and the important role each species played in the ecosystem. The students and teachers then took rest on a rock face a little further up the trail, studying the unusual texture of the bark of the Indian cork tree, which many of the children felt was like thermocol. The children then headed back to the camp and rested for the evening. The next day, on a cold winter morning, the children would rise for the activity they had been looking forward to the most, the jungle safari. The volunteers assisted the children with boarding the safari vehicles, ensuring both their safety and comfort. And this excited bunch then set out for an adventure. The forest envelops them in an air of mystery and wonder. They spot their first subjects, a resplendent Indian peacock and a shy spotted deer. Bundled in their winter clothes, the students and teachers then moved deeper into the Sal jungle in search of more denizens, and find a threatened antelope species which was reintroduced to Kanha, the Indian black buck, as well as the mascot of Kanha's conservation success, the hard ground Barasingha. All this while, the volunteers described the jungle around them, the sights, the sounds. The children then reach the center point of the Kanha Safari Zone and enter the Kanha Museum, where they will experience the forest once again through the senses of touch and sound, such as a monsoon in the jungle. They also touch and feel the bones of large animals such as the gaur, as well as predators such as the Indian wild dog and the jackal. They also spend time with a life-size replica of the animal they didn't have a chance to see but could certainly touch. The children then have a nutritious breakfast assisted by the volunteers, and then slowly wind their way outside the park and return to the camp. Back to base, they have an interactive session with the volunteers about their day and the experiences they had.
टाइगर का वो कंकाल देखा, हाँ, और तेंदुए का कंकाल देखा, तेंदुए का भी देखा। तो टाइगर का कैसा था? तेंदुए का बड़ा था या टाइगर का बड़ा था? टाइगर का बड़ा था।
And one adventurous child insists he saw unique species which no one else did.
टाइगर
टाइगर के बाद लेपर्ड के बाद जैकॉल उसके बाद
मैंने
एलिफेंट उसके बाद जंगली भैंसा यस वेरी गुड 5 हो गए छठवा जंगली कुत्ता छठवा
सातवां है
कम ऑन डियर कौन सा डियर Barking deer! Very good!
सांबर।
After a quick lunch break, the children then continue their action-packed day by heading to the Khatia Eco Center for some unique programs. Here, they are introduced to a fun game.
गुड इवनिंग बच्चा लोग।
गुड इवनिंग।
ओके, अभी हम एक गेम खेलेंगे बच्चा लोग जिसको बोलते हैं वाइल्ड लाइफ बिंगो। क्या बोलते हैं?
वाइल्ड लाइफ
बिंगो। ओके।
During the course of the game, the volunteers share interesting information about each of the species.
चिंकारा एक छोटा हिरन है, उसका नाम उसकी आवाज से पड़ा है। वो जब डर जाता है तो ऐसे करता है और बहुत तेजी से भाग जाता है। उसको इंडियन गजेल भी बोलते हैं। वो सिर्फ एक प्रकार का गजेल है जो भारत में पाया जाता है और बहुत तेज भागता है, मतलब आग झपकोगे तो भाग जाएगा। ठीक है?
Post the game, the teachers and students head inside for a special interaction with Mr. Krishnamurthy, the field director of Kanha Tiger Reserve. During the interaction, the students asked incisive questions based on what they had observed in the park.
सर मेरा ऐसा क्वेश्चन है कि यहाँ पे जो तालाब है ये 12 महीने तो भरे हुए नहीं होंगे, तो फिर इसके लिए कुछ खास सुविधा है क्या? आप पानी टाइम पे छोड़ते हो क्या? कुछ ऐसा कुछ स्पेशल है पानी के लिए, प्राणियों के लिए?
सारा तालाबों में साल भर पानी नहीं रहता है। जिन तालाबों में पानी खत्म हो जाता है उन तालाबों में हम लोग एक तो सोलर पंप के माध्यम से पानी आर्टिफिशियली डालते हैं। अगर वो नहीं है तो हमारा पास वाटर टैंकर्स है। सो वाटर टैंकर से बाहर से पानी लाके वहाँ डालते हैं। सो हम लोग कुल मिला के ये देखते हैं 2 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर ग्रिड में कहीं ना कहीं पानी की उपलब्धता गर्मी में भी रहे।
It had proven to be a great experience for everyone involved in this one-of-a-kind camp.
मैंने पक्षियों की आवाज़ सुनी तो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा। आज तक मुझे पता नहीं था कि कई तरह के पक्षी भी होते हैं।
जिसको हम जग कहते हैं, ये मैंने यहाँ पे अनुभव किया है। यहाँ पे जो नेचर्स था, यहाँ का जो प्रकृति है, जो सही मायने में हमें सिखाती कि पेड़ पौधे के साथ प्राणी कितने महत्व दिखाते, ये हमें वहाँ से सीखा।
Feel God has been so harsh with these kids, but when you look at their morale, still very high, still very excited about what they are experiencing. Even if they don't see it, I loved their sentence when they said, "We saw a Barasinga."
वो नहीं दिखता, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि वो आंखों के द्वारा नहीं देख रहे हैं, बट जो उनको डिस्क्रिप्शन दिए गए और जो सपोर्ट से हमने पूरा फॉरेस्ट देखा, नेचर टूर किए, फिर हमको जो प्रेजेंटेशंस दिए गए, उसमें सारे बच्चों ने बहुत एंजॉय किया।
And as a special thank you for the volunteers, partners and the Kanha Forest Department, to the warmth of a bonfire, the children put on an amazing talent show to regale them on that final night.
लग जागने के फिर ये हंसी रात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो।
This kind of programs we will conduct in future also. So it's one of the important program of Kanha that we will try to conduct this type of programs for not only specially able children, even for other school children who are studying in the buffer villages.
हमेशा इन बच्चों के साथ समय बिताना तो पता ही लगता है ना कि भगवान ने हमको ये मौका दिया कि ठीक है, एज ए डिपार्टमेंट हम यहाँ ऑफिशियली काम कर रहे हैं, पर ये हमारे लिए ना गॉड गिफ्ट है कि इन बच्चों के लिए हमें काम करने का मौका मिल रहा है।
At the conclusion of this amazing camp, one truly understands that the jungle is a school for all.